Today, from Soldier Field in Chicago, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Chicago Bears taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing is Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's 3rd and 3. Smith. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. From the 41, here's a second down and 4. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. And his throw is incomplete. Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Now Gino on first down. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second down and 3.
Lockett in motion right.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks first down as he's down to the 12.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
Running left is Walker.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right?
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Ken Walker, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told.
And it was Kenneth Walker finishing things off with a touchdown run.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going. Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their 1st drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. It's caught. Lockett.
And Lockett going to pick up a Seahawks 1st down as the tackle made at the 42.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
2nd down and a yard.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Smith on 1st down. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Geno. This is caught. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are off to a 13-0 1st quarter lead.
They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now 1st quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they scored in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt, because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
Walker. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Walker now.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now an option play on second down.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Dropping this underneath with Herbert.
And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they? Partnered almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Now Smith.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Geno now to throw.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Smith.
Short throw to Disley.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
They'll try for the first with Walker.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
This is brought in at the 21, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return, and the Bears take over.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll run with Herbert. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
The Bears had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Now Walker. That's complete to his running back, Herbert.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now third down and 6 to go.
To throw is Walker.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Matt Araiza now on to punt this one away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. 59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Now Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Smith now to throw. And Walker has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's Smith. This complete to Lockett. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now Walker. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Araiza now. Returnable for Lockett. Shifts by him. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now in this ball game, and they got the victory last week against the Rams. So some good momentum as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Back to throw, Smith. He'll find Metcalf. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play, but we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. Ooh, with a juke. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 79 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And Walker once more. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now 2nd and 9. Here's Smith. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. To throw is Smith. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. For the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And they go play action. Here's Walker.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. Herbert now on the option.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
And they'll
now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. Wide open receiver, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First down.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Smith to the right side and complete to Metcalf. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Walker with a grab, left side. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Kenneth Walker.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Seahawks have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and it's now 21-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Kenneth Walker who finished things off with a touchdown catch. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. You can count his carries on 1 finger. They've only given him the rock 1 time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes.
On 3rd down, Herbert.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Short throw to Disley. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Smith.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Smith. Dancing to his left. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. It was a strong first half for the former Spartan, Kenneth Walker. He found the end zone twice, once on the ground and once in the passing game, as he proved he's anything but a one-dimensional running back.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
They'll go again with Herbert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
To throw is Walker.
The Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here's Walker.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think, with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here comes the Bears punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10
at their 36-yard line.
Hands it to Walker to begin the series.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Throwing is Smith. He finds his man, complete. It's Walker. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. Out of the gun, Smith. Steps away to his left. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, it's Walker.
And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Smith.
That is caught, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a run with Walker.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Gino.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Smith. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Jervon Dexter
Picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Myers' kick is good, and the route is on. It's 24-0. So little by little, the better of these two sides starting to become more and more apparent.
3 points is not a knockout blow in the third quarter, but when the other guys haven't shown they can do anything, they don't have any points, this is looking pretty good. Maybe not a knockout blow, but a good stiff jab, that's for sure.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A handoff for Herbert.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
Kobe Bryant makes the stop on that one.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. From the gun on 3rd down, Walker. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Here's Walker to start the drive. 81 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here's 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Smith.
That's DK Metcalf running the slant. He's got it.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Smith.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Running right through him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. Short throw to Disley. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker.
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field.
The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Option play, and Walker's going to run with it.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the 1st half. And that trend is continuing here.
Now a 2nd down throw for Walker.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Scott. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Walker. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hand off right side for Herbert. And we're down to the 41.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Walker's throw complete there to Moore.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown.
Tyler Scott
High in the air to bring it in.
And the Bears are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They're going to try and run. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. DK Metcalf for the Seattle offense about set to take over once again.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Looking to throw. Smith.
Short throw to Disley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. 1st down, Walker. Throw left side complete. That's Scott. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Walker. They'll set up the screen for Herbert. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A quick throw there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working out of the gun here, Walker. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Walker. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Walker now to throw on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Walker. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Walker now. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting.
Metcalf motions left. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And going right back to Walker. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 127 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Now Geno. This will be caught just inside the 10. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And now 2 yards to go on third down. Geno now to throw.
Returning right back to Lockett.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle.
It's a 6-yard touchdown pass.
And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. So I tell you what, Charles, I know that you don't put a ton of stock into power rankings and things of that nature, but another score here, and 2 weeks into the season, this is maybe the most impressive team in the NFL. Would you agree?
Well, they've certainly sold me as they've sold you, and I agree with you, no question about it. They won easily last week. They're on their way to another lopsided victory here. They're definitely a team to be reckoned with, and they are serving notice to the rest of the league.
Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Okay, ready?
Now third down and very long.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Hey.
Looking to throw. Walker.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Oh, the lonely punter inside their own 20 figured for sure they were punting this away. They did not, and the move does not pay off.
You think someone put up the stop signal when he started to trot over the sideline? Nope, no, son. We're going to go for it here. Usually when you see a team do these types of things, it's because they're so dominant that they don't believe that they can get beat. This is much more of what you see in a high school game, maybe some of those mismatched college games. But in the NFL, any given Sunday is a phrase they take seriously. And guess what? That was probably going to backfire.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Facing 2nd and short, that gives you a chance to go for a bigger play through the air. But I think he said to himself, why not just handle this one? Got all the yards he needed and then some, and made that snap a huge success.
Now Smith. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. DeMarcus Walker. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So first down went the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. That's complete, right around the 8. Touchdown! DK Metcalf with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, Walker.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Walker's throw here into the hands of Moore.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Now Walker.
This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the 4th quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Walker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll look to throw again. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to want. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will cut this lead down to 25. That time a 6-play drive. And it's DK Metcalf who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Eskridge going to keep this one in the end zone, and they'll start at the 25-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So the victory here for Seattle. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Seahawks, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.